Yeah, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Today we want to continue in the book of Psalms 34. I will bless the Lord at all times. But like I forget, like not forgot, but like I want to say it in the beginning, at the beginning of the beginning. Okay, all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. So verse 1 again, I will bless the Lord at all times, his praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their face were not ashamed. This pure man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivered them. O taste and see that the Lord is good, blessed is the man that trusted in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me, I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivered them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Psalm 1, verse 1, in Psalms 35. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me, fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me, saying, say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. For without cause they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he had hid catch himself into that very destruction. Let him fall. Verse 9, and my soul shall be joyful in the Lord, it shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which delivers the pure from him that is too strong for him, yea, the pure and the needy from him that spoileth him. False witnesses did rise up, they laid to my charge things that I knew not. They They wanted me evil. For good to see good to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into mine own bosom. I behaved myself as thought he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourned for his mother. But in mine adversity they rejoiced and gathered themselves together. Yeah, the abjects, okay, gathered themselves together against me. I knew it not, they did tear me and ceased not. With hypocritical markers in feasts they gnashed upon me with their teeth. Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destructions, my darling from the lions. I will give thee thanks in the great congregation, I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not in peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me, and said, Aha, our eye had seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord, keep not silence, O Lord, be not far from me. Stir up thyself and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge me, O Lord, my God, according to thy righteousness. According to thy righteousness. And let them not rejoice over me, let them not say in their hearts, so would we have it. Let them not say, we have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together, that rejoice at mine hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, let the Lord be magnified, which had pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and of thy praise all the day long. Psalms 36, verse 1. The transgression of the wicked said within my heart that there is no fear of God before his eyes, for he flattered himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He had left off to be wise and to do good. He devised mischief upon his bed. He set it himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred not evil. Yeah, the scripture says in another verse that work evil on their bed, which means it's the first thing what they do if they wake up, and it's the last thing what they do if they go to sleep. Well, basically also means it's everything what they do in general. Okay, it's everything what they do in general. Verse 5, thy mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds. The righteousness is like the great mountains, thy judgments are great deep. O Lord, thou preservest man and beast. How excellent is thy loving kindness, O God, therefore the children of man put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. They shall be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house, and thou shalt make them drink of the river of thy pleasures. For with thee is the fountain of life, in thy light shall we see light. O continue thy loving kindness unto them that know thee, and thy righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and let not the hand of the wicked remove me. There are the workers of iniquity fallen. They are cast down and shall not be able to rise. Psalms 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut off down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wickedness device to pass. Who bringeth wicked devices, to pass. Okay. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotted against the just, and gnashed upon him with his teeth. Yeah, this is like I just said. This is what he does when he wakes up. This is what he does when he goes to bed. And this is basically what he does the whole day. The wicked plotted against the just, and gnashed upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the pure and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man had is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. The wicked borrowed, and pay it not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy and give it. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell for evermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in the earth, none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yeah, and you can already guess. For example, if you let's say you are in the you are in the perfect country. Some like to be in I don't know, Spain or something. Okay, it depends. Everybody has not the same wish when it comes to maybe just traveling somewhere, or they were already traveling. Doesn't matter, but let's just say you are in a country that you like more. Okay, you see the downfall of the country that you wanted to visit so much. Why not seeing the downfall of the country that you hate so much? That would be even nicer, I would say. Let's just remember what the scripture says about E. Okay, E, SIU, EDOM. okay, Esau, Edom, okay, like in the last time when people see him and be like, you know, roughly paraphrasing, is that the man that made the earth, you know? Crazy how it is, like just like a wilderness, man, okay? Is this the man, okay? And is he just like us, okay? That shows you of, this is basically a trailer of what will happen soon, you know, on the, maybe not too much on the surface, who knows, but in general it will happen like that, okay? Is this the man that made the earth tremble, I believe it's called, okay? Yeah, but basically you can say that made the earth a wilderness, okay? Because this world is basically a big, it turned, you know, it changed basically into a big wilderness, okay? Yeah, this is verse 34. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, he is their strength in time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them, he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. Yeah, you know, I know people that basically have already a hard time just, you know, just in general. I know people like that, okay, who have psychological problems basically. Not that they always guilty for it, okay, it kind of just happens that, you know, that your psychological mindset, which you wasn't creating, okay, it's just like it's there, okay, it's how you maybe was raised or how you was, uh, you know, depends, okay, but automatically there will be problems to yeah, find maybe the perfect job, okay, or a job in general, okay, which I suggest to people like that, which the truth is of course more important than having a job, but you know, if you see that it's not working, then maybe, you know, try it in the near in a country next to your country, maybe, okay, in a near area, that's what I mean, okay. Try it in a foreign land, just maybe, yeah, basically, you know, just if it really doesn't work for some reason, you know, but for that you really have to have some kind of big, uh, you know, some kind of big hindering thing in your life, okay, for that to, you know, to happen, okay. I don't know, but you know, like I see a lot of those dudes, okay, on TikTok, okay, really people that look clever, you know, people that are clever, that have a lot of good qualifications, and then they say in their video, I don't I don't work for the system anymore, okay, because all what they do is they use my taxes, they use it to buy weapons for Ukraine, a war which nobody asked to be involved in. Okay, and what they do is they use all my money where I go work in the morning. Okay, depends on how much hours do you work in the week. Okay, they use my money for weapons in a country, okay, that nobody really wants to be involved in a war with Russia, okay, a war with a nuclear power. Okay, how absurd! This is completely absurdity. Okay, being involved in a war against a nuclear power for no reason. Okay, but really just to say that you are with the West. Okay, but you can also just say nothing and do nothing. That would be wiser. Okay, uh, just as a strategy itself. But okay, yeah, okay. And the one, maybe his friend says to him, okay, a friend of him says, oh, I get money from the so-called job center. You know, here in Germany they have the so-called job center, for example. Okay, and he gets more money basically for actually working not. Okay, getting his flat paid. Okay, getting his whatever paid, maybe a new laptop. Okay, so really he thinks now, oh, okay, why should I go work? Okay, it would be basically making myself you know, making myself a slave to myself. Okay, this is what they think. And then you have people really looking really kind of smart, or looking kind of well educated, you know, or appearing or talking as if they are well educated. And then you hear him saying, okay, oh, I don't work, by the way, because I think because of this and because of this. And then you have another one saying, oh, I don't work for a year, okay, which is basically the same, but it's a year. And you know, like that 1 year thing, that is for some people, you know, you know, they work in that time, you know. But you have people again that say, oh, I don't want to work, I don't look for work, and also I see no, you know, I see no reason to work. Okay, and this is I believe, you know, this is, I believe, not the right way to see it. Then you maybe want to try it somewhere else. Maybe you have to try a different city. I don't know. Okay, but there are, you know, especially in cities, you have a lot of job offers. There has to be something, you know. But you know, I'm not somebody who you know, who is charging anybody, because, you know, it's just what I experienced in these recent years. Okay, and this is just what I wanted to give you as a tip and trick. Okay, I'm not the judge. I'm not the one who says this and that, and you are, you know, and you was fired because you was, you know, you were saying the wrong word to your boss. Okay, that is not what I'm saying. Okay, I just try to give you tips and tricks. Okay, which I think is making something good out of everything. Okay, just give you tips and tricks. Yeah. So this is Psalms 38. O Lord, rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Yeah, and also what I wanted to say is also that you have actually a lot of stuff where Esau is actually lying about, you know, certain sicknesses that are not existent. Okay, not saying every last sickness. That would be, you know, also psychological sicknesses which you don't see. I don't say every last thing of it is a lie, but some of those things are a lie, okay? So don't be too much don't trust too much in those things. Depends on what it is, but don't trust too much in those things. You know, with things that you can't prove, okay? Things that you can't prove, would be careful, you know, where you have like a lot of stuff again. For thine arrow stick fast in me, and thy hand pressed me sure. There is no soundness in my flesh because of thine anger, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sin. For mine iniquities are gone over mine head, as an heavy burden they are too heavy for me. My wounds stink and are corrupt because of my foolishness. I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all day long. For my loins are filled with a loathsome disease, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and sore broken. I have word by reason of the disquietness of mine heart. Lord, all my desire is before thee, and my groaning is not hid from thee. My heart panted, my strength failed me. As for the light of mine eyes, it also is gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sore, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and imagine deceits all, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things. Mischievous things. And imagine deceits all day long. But I, as a deaf man, heard not. I was as a dumb man that opened not his mouth. Thus I was a man that heareth not, and in whose mouth are no reproofs. Verse 15, for in thee, O Lord, do I hope, thou wilt hear, O Lord my God. For I said, hear me, lest otherwise they should rejoice over me when my foot slippeth. They magnify themselves against me. For I am ready to halt, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare mine iniquity, I will be sorry for my sin, but mine enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied. Yeah, you see a lot of, I know it sounds how it sounds, but you have a lot of evil families being multiplied, man. Okay, especially in those witch elite families, you know, you have a lot of multiplication going on. Okay, and then you ask yourself why wickedness is so great, when in reality, okay, wickedness is multiplied by men being wicked are multiplied, basically, also, okay? You know, I hope that makes sense. If, let's say you have a lot of migrants, okay, immigrants in Germany, okay, that are you know, really about terror, okay? You know, let's say you have 10 people, 10 families in Germany. I just give you an example. I don't say something here that has proof for it. I just give you a possible example. Let's say you have 10 families, okay, they made it somehow, 10 terror families, they made it somehow to come here to Germany, okay? Let's say you have them, right? So what happens is, in the beginning it's 10 families, but after some years it's a whole city, okay, or a whole village, okay, where now like 100 families live inside, and they're all about terror, right? Because it started with those 10 families, but in years they multiplied so much, so now it's 10 times 10, okay? Because, you know, they see it for what it is, okay? They rather have 10 children than than one or not even one or two, okay? Well, a lot of Germans, you know, they don't even have one, okay? Which in these end days, you know, it's not that we are about making children or that we should make children, okay? But yeah, this is the reality of it, okay? They really don't give a shit, okay, about what the Germans do, okay? Again, I don't give you here some kind of proof. I just give you a realistic example of something that happens everywhere, okay, not just in Germany, okay? You have in almost every country, you have people coming from another country for evil reasons, okay? For example, terror, okay? I just gave you an example, okay? This is what I mean with evil people being multiplied, okay? Because, you know, it's possible, okay? It's possible if you have wickedness being increased, okay, that it's also by, you know, the number compared to the 144,000 and one third Hebrew Israelite woman and child. The number will be bigger and bigger, but you know, the holy number will stay the same, okay? Yeah. Verse 10. My heart panted, my strength failed me. As for the light of mine eyes, it also is gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sore, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceit all day long. But I, as a deaf man, heard not, and was as a dumb man that opened not his mouth, thus I was as a man, okay, that heard not, and in whose mouth are no reproofs. For in thee, O Lord, there were hope. Thou wilt hear, O Lord my God, for I said, hear me, lest otherwise they should rejoice over me. When my foot slippeth, they magnify themselves against me. For I am ready to halt, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare mine iniquity, I will be sorry for my sin. But mine enemies are lively, and they are lively, how you say, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied. They also that render evil for good are mine adversaries, because I follow the thing that good is. Forsake me not, O Lord, O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. Yeah, what I wanted to say, okay, also being careful of those different medicine, of this different type of medicine that you can get from especially doctors, okay, especially from doctors and other different stuff. Okay, like I was reading an article, that's why it's not the time, okay, to go on festivals. Okay, just today I was reading about women, okay, they have like nails, not nails, what is it called? Spritzen, injections, okay, they have like they running around with sharp injections, okay, for these women at these festivals, okay, just the word for Spritze won't come. Yeah, you know, and what happens is you have a woman being completely destroyed just in one day of a festival. Okay, you have them having a real bad experience. Okay, and they came there to basically enjoy. Okay, it's like just if you remember the case in Israel, was it Israel? Yeah, when the first real attack on Israel came, right? They were like partying, okay, and then they were I don't know what it was, but some kind of rockets, okay, bombs, in the end were shooted that day. And then you have, a lot of people from dancing, okay, going over to running away from bombs and hiding somewhere. I don't know if you can remember, but that's not so long ago. Okay, that's basically the same thing, but more of people on intent walking around, okay, seeking to choose up these women with those spritzen, okay, like you know, maybe in the leg or something, okay, or in the back. They just come from behind, a little bit dancing, and then they come with the thing like, and then or they just put something in your drink or something, okay. That is today's world in general, of course, And then they upload it, of course, on I don't know, on those different websites, okay. And then they name it sleeping woman, sleeping woman, uh, it's lucky for my French, but then they call it like, you know, having sex with my, in political correct uh, tongue, sleeping woman having sex with sleeping woman. Okay, it's the title of that video. But in reality, it's one of those. That's actually not too much funny. Okay, but you see that this kingdom has to go. Okay, you know. In reality, this woman might be even dead, or might be one of those festival women, okay, that had that injection, okay. This is just one way of many ways, okay, how you know how crazy, okay, a lot of things are already, okay, but you don't see it, okay. Most stuff out there, again, you don't see it. Okay, most stuff out there is really wicked in the background, okay, like just like I saw something else today about Angela Merkel, okay, which they all work from the background, okay. Amalek is pushing his laws from the background, okay, his rainbow laws and whatever, okay, all that stuff. Verse 1, Psalms 39, I said, I will take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle. While the wicked is before me, I was dumb with silence. I held my peace, even from good, and my sorrow was stilled. My heart was hot within me, while I was musing, the fire burned. Then spake I with my tongue, Lord, make me to know mine end, and the measure of my days. What is it that I may know? How frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and mine ages as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity. Selah. Surely every man walketh in a vain shew. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches, and knoweth not who shall gather them. And now, Lord, what wait I for? my hope is in thee. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Make me not the reproach of the foolish. I was dumb, I opened not my mouth, because thou didst it. Remove thy stroke away from me, I am consumed by the blow of thine hand. When thou with rebukes doest correct man for iniquity, thou makest his beauty to consume away like a moth. Surely every man is vanity, Selah. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear unto my cry. Hold not thy peace at my tears, for I am a stranger with thee and a sojourner, as all my fathers were. O spare me, that I may recover strength before I go hence and be no more. Yeah, you have a lot of death. It's not just David. Okay, you have a lot of death in these end times, and we will be involved sooner or later in death or life questions or situations. Okay, where we have to maybe I don't know, see death, okay, or prevent death, or where we have to, not saying that you have to really, that you should, go in other people's business that can cost you your life actually, okay, if you for example see some people over there fighting, and you run into it, the police already telling you, okay, that almost everybody got a knife out. The police already is telling you that almost everybody, okay, every last one out there has a knife somewhere hidden. Today they don't have the weak stuff hidden. They have those hard things hidden, where you have the butterfly and all that stuff, which is, or that one-handed one-button thing, okay, which flips faster out than you can, okay, look if he has a knife. It's already out in his hand, already in your stomach. Okay, that is how it works today. Okay, but you run into a fight, okay, that you yeah, why, if you're not the police, there's no need to go in their way. Okay, yeah, but that's just an example. Okay, like I said, okay, everybody from this evil last wicked generation. Then you have the immigrants also. Then you have the far whites, and even the leftists, being very violent. Okay, just look at their street walkings. Okay, so it's really everybody basically escalating. And guess what? Okay, as soon as you decide, to make it your business for no reason, okay, you can also just go on the other side of the street or something, okay, then the possibility is always there that somebody is knifing you because they think you are Esau or something, maybe, okay, because Esau is that kind of person, okay, involved in everything which is not their business, okay, but at the same time saying he is neutral, if it's that English word that I'm looking for. Okay, he is unparteiisch, not corrupted, basically. Okay. Yeah. So even if you are a street fighter, okay, self-proclaiming street fighter, okay, even then, again, okay, some people just have weapons that they're not allowed to carry with them, and they don't, they want to use them also. That's why they have it, okay, in place. Okay, that's what I experienced. I was also having a knife sometimes, but it's really was more like a restaurant thing. Okay, when I was at the restaurant, I wanted to use that. So let's be honest, it was a real a classic knife. Okay, it's not that I like those dudes out here, you know, like with you know, I open you know, like these boxes with it sometimes. Yeah, that was really a kind of like more optic thing, the knife itself. Okay, but okay, these people out here, they have uh, literally weapons. Okay, uh, why they have weapons? Because a weapon is there to yeah, to use it as a weapon. Okay, so a butterfly. Okay, a butterfly. There are also butterfly where you have no real knife, just to you know, to twain twigs and whatever. Okay, so why they use a real knife? Okay, I don't talk about just butterflies. Okay, but there are many different other knives. Okay, like I said, one-handed, one-button knives. Okay, they are most dangerous, one of the most dangerous knives. Yeah, and why you have something like that? Okay, why you need a knife? I can understand if you want to be a little bit more safe when it comes to you know, like here in Germany, everyone now has to have a dog. You know, the bigger the better. Okay, we will see. Okay, if Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is on your side, then you don't need a 5 meter dog uh, every day, just going to put your trash in the box. Okay, from your flat, you know, you put your bio trash outside, right? And you need a 5 meter dog. Okay, of course there's proof that criminality rate is going down where you have, you know, more dogs and stuff, you know, pets. But you know what I mean. Okay, it's like these people, you know, they have to be extreme in everything. Okay, and yeah. So for some people, you know, like I said, it's nothing to just move a little bit their hand, and they just have to press that button and the knife comes out quick like a pistol. Okay, and then they will knife you, but in the first place they just wanted to, you know. Yeah, so this is what I mean, you know. I there was a time when I was doing such things also. Okay, just being involved in, like, if I see somebody fighting or something, I said stop, you know, like the hero, you know, trying to make yourself on the same level as the sinner oftentimes. Okay, scripture said don't help the sinner. Okay, why would you help every last dude out there? Okay, so I don't talk about giving alms, which is a good thing. Okay, don't twist it. Okay, yeah, and mm, today I'm not so much about that, you know. Today I'm not so much about it because, like I said, today it's a different time, you know. Like I said, everybody has a knife. Everybody, and again, not normal knives or like I was doing, you know, having my knife. If I go to the restaurant, my own knife, which was a really classic and beautiful thing for me to have my own, which was not a cheap knife, okay, but it, you know, had that classic and that French engravement on the. So it was more a thing of a, you know, I was an outdoor freak, and you know, then I had that, and then I had, yeah, whatever. But again, they have weapons. Okay, they have weapons because they don't care if the police is checking on them. Okay, and the police says, but you know that this is actually not a knife that you can wear in the public. And they act stupid, or they just know it. Okay, but they don't really fear And really the police, if you have a little bit sources, then you know that the police has to protect such behavior in a certain wise. Okay, don't say all police are corrupt, but you know that every company and every business, okay, which a lot of stuff is private here in Germany, okay, otherwise Amalek couldn't be so you know so oppressive how he is. Okay, that just works if you have everything okay, everything private, okay, you know, like not openly what is it, not openly yeah, no open inside, okay, everything is private, you know, every company, every last group out here, everything is private, right? You know, the real hypocrites. And guess what uh, guess what they have they have a knife, okay, and the police is oftentimes, what I mean, not doing something against those who really you know, who really are the evildoers. Okay, they have something. Oftentimes, again, I just I just say that in general. Okay, it's not the police only. Okay, that's even me. Okay, even I'm not perfect. Also, okay, I'm also just human. You know, I have different you know, different dogs that I have to judge myself, coming from my mind. Okay, so again, this is no general, you know, general accusation or something, okay, or general, you know. But what they do is, okay, they go to the one who is really trying to do his best in his life, okay, not to the one who really doesn't give a shit, okay. And that is sometimes even so openly and so obvious that you have to say, okay, the police really seems to be there to protect, uh, you know, to protect the super witch, really, okay? Because without that that sword, also, you know, people see, okay, that this is not a way to rule in righteousness. But what they do is, okay, like if a civil war breaks out, then you best believe it's at the exact same perfect moment, okay, where you have a lot of people in Germany also trying that already with music and stuff, and you know, so what I mean is people are not stupid, okay, and we can just hope that, you know, the general anger will not be turned against us, okay, for saying that these things will happen, okay, because really it's a everybody against everybody thing, okay, because the rich people already told you that they have a problem with you, okay, you already know it, okay, and those normal human beings out here, okay, they they maybe hate you also, but you know, it's really nothing that they can do about it, okay. Yeah, and that's where the immigrants also have a role to play, because they really oftentimes do just what they want, and guess what? Uh, you know, guess what? Nobody can do anything about it. Also, so you have a lot of different installments happening at the same time, and that's a highly interesting thing. We will see how it all works out. Okay, but again, you can't say you can't get a group of people and say, oh, that's everybody. Everybody has to be like that. Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, like you know, even this Nazi AfD, okay, I don't believe that every last one of these dudes is Nazi, just like I believe not every last one of those leftists, oftentimes, or even, Amalekite groups, okay, is really a real Amalekite, so to speak. Okay, he might just think he is one. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Kakudash. Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay, and we look forward, and we look into the sky where our salvation comes from. Okay, and we rejoice at thy coming, Yahweh Shai. Okay, but we also, uh, we're also looking forward to, you know, um, you know, like the blue sky, right, is authentic, you would say, right? Trustworthy. Okay, the color psychologically, psych, 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 psychology. Yeah. Okay, the color blue. Okay, authentic, trustworthy, and that's what we look for in the sky. We look for our hope, salvation. Really authentic, right? That is what we want to have in the end. And it's not authentic to trust in a system that that says that even says it to your face, okay, that they hate you and they want to do away with your nation. Okay, this is basically what Tudor Hebrew Israelite human beings, okay, uh, ignore for some reason. Okay, but with that, all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Kabbalah, honest to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom.